you guys probably noticed that the name changed, right? Here's the reason for that. We got the property from someone acting on behalf of the original owner. And when she got all the legal documents together, she discovered that it wasn't really a half acre. And which we kind of figured once we had the property cleared, it's really big. It is an actual acre, so we will be having to get the banners and everything changed accordingly. So, big ups for that. Really proud and ecstatic about that. I wanted to do a video today about who and what is GyHypsy's 1 acre healing farm. So, first of all, the name GyHypsy's. It is a trademark name. We're going through that, well, it will be soon. We're going through that process. I came up with the name and the spelling because for people who don't know me, I am such a complete hippie, but even more so, I am a gypsy. Like, I cannot stay still. I cannot stay, like, I don't have roots for some reason. I go where I'm called, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but makes perfect sense at the same time. By that what I mean is that I go where, if I'm not feeling the good energy and the vibes of an area, I'm not happy there. And that doesn't just go for my living, it also goes for like work. Which I always make it known, hey, if I'm not happy here, I can't stick around. So I might move, because I do have children, I might move every 2 or 3 years, but I try to stay within the same school district. Which is the reason why we haven't bought before now, and we are not buying this property. What we're doing is we're doing a long-term lease, 3 years. Well, it's 3 to 5 years with and there's a provision written in there that after 3 years we can reconsider, look at things to see where I stand, because that's how bad it is. And hopefully this will be our forever home. And also because the people that we're buying the house from, she isn't ready to sell yet. She is using this property as income property. And so she's not convinced that she wants to sell yet. She's got quite a bit of property, but she's not convinced that she wants to sell yet, which is okay. It works well for us. So what we're going to be doing is, like, we pay minimal rent. It's really great. I think I said in another video, it's $400 for an acre a month. And so I think that's really great, because before we were leasing a small like lot, and it was $500. And so I think this is perfect, especially because we can have our animals. We pretty much have free reign to do what we want on the property. And so I'm really ecstatic about that. So, see, I have a million things going through my head at one time, so I'm sorry. GyHypsy's. So, that's where the name GyHypsy's came from. It's actually, I've got some slogans. It's heart of a gypsy, soul of a hippie. So that's where GyHypsy's comes from, and it's because I'm a complete wanderer, and I just kind of wander around. So the plan is that hopefully this will be our forever home. And if it's not, that's why we're building a shipping container house, because we can't pack it up and move it. The point is that I'm tired of paying, while I enjoy moving around, I'm tired of paying really high rental fees. And so one way that we can cut down on it is to own our own home. Now, trailer homes are a little bit more expensive. To me, they're not worth the money when you look at the depreciation appreciation of a trailer or a mobile home. I live in a state where it rains a lot at times because of hurricane season, and my last home was a mobile home, and we did have some damage because of the rain. And once a mobile home takes on a lot of water, the floor or the ceiling, it kind of becomes compromised. And we had black mold, and the owner he wasn't really caring about the house, basically. So that's that. Well, a shipping container, no matter where you are in this world, if you keep the structure sound, you can pack it up and move it. So I absolutely loved and adored the idea of having a home that I own that is large enough for all of us, that I can just pack up and move should the need or want arise. So that's why we're doing the shipping container home. But also, it's paid for. All we're doing is leasing the land. And so what we're able to save with not having to pay a traditional housing cost. We're just leasing the land. We're able to save that money that we would put into a traditional house, and we are able to now take that money and put it into savings so that we can buy our forever property. And so just so you guys know, while I am a gypsy and a hippie, I do want a piece of forever property, because I want to be able to have some place that I can retire to later in life, and a house where when the plan is to eventually for my husband and I to travel internationally once all of our children are packed up and gone. And we want a home base. And I would like for our home base to be paid off and paid for, so we're not having to worry about, bills while we're traveling. So, like I say, hopefully this piece of property that we have now is our forever home. If it's not, we'll just keep searching. But in the meantime, we'll be stable for a number of years, which is okay. The other thing, what is the plan? What will we be doing on GyHypsy's 1 Acre Healing Farm? Okay, so the first thing is that we will build the shipping container house. And we do have some experience in building. We have rehabbed a home from before. This is our first full build from scratch. But I'm confident. We've got a good team. We've got a good support system set up in place, which already I've called on several guys to come do some site evaluations. And I'm loving that. So I'm really confident that we can get this build completed without a lot of hiccups. And if there are a few hiccups, we just drink some water and continue on, right? Okay. So the next thing is that you don't have to, but our plan is for our farm to generate revenue or income for us. And not only that, but we want to be able to live off of the seeds that we sow. So we will have a garden. And with that garden, the plan is to produce enough to feed our family, and then have extras where we'll be able to sell either at a farmer's market, a roadside farm stand, either in the neighborhood or somewhere outside of the neighborhood, or to make connections within the community for different restaurants that we can sell to, wholesale to. So that's one of our plans. With the garden also, before I don't want to jump too far ahead, but there is another plan with the garden, and I'll get to that in a second. The other plan, and this was kind of born out of, hey, the property is much larger than we anticipated, and it really came from the idea of Facebook does a lot of advertisements, and this was an advertisement that had popped up on my Facebook page. It's called Hipster. And it's basically you lease out your property to this company, you list it on this company, and they hook you up with campers in your area. I like that idea. You get 90% of the proceeds, but I probably, instead of going through Hipster, I probably will go through one of the other companies, or just list it on my own, on my website, because it's a healing farm, so I don't want not that I don't want everybody, but I want a certain type of energy to be maintained on our camp or on our farm. So with that being said, we will have 2 or 3 designated spots for glamping, and we will provide the setups for that. And we're gonna have an outdoor shower, an outdoor toilet. We'll provide like Wi-Fi and things like that. So it'll be like an all-inclusive, because then I don't want to say a bed and breakfast, but pretty much a bed and breakfast without the traditional house, because I will provide meals, as well as the immersion aspect of it. So you'll be able to come in, you'll be able to interact with the animals, you'll be able to, the part of the garden, you'll be able to harvest and pick whatever's in season at that time for a minimal fee. You know, if we have microgreens, you'll be able to pick it for, probably half off what we normally charge, or, whatever our roadside prices are. And then, of course, this is another part of this, is that I will have my studio up on our property. And so I'll offer different classes, like pottery classes, or, painting classes, or sketching classes. So whatever it is that you want to do while you're there, you're going to use the land to help you heal holistically. I've thought about, there's this new trend coming around about goat yoga. I've thought about finding a yogi to come offer that on the land. Just different aspects of holistic healing on the land that I'm really into and I'm really excited about. So I can't wait. So the animals, what animals? We're starting off with goats and rabbits, and then we will be introducing the chickens, but I'm not certain just yet how soon we want to introduce the chickens. I might wait until next spring for the chickens. I don't know, because we do use a lot of eggs. And then I know it hurts people's hearts to hear this, but we will have meat chickens as well, because technically we're all meat eaters to some degree. So sorry, not sorry. But that's the plan for GyHypsy's 1 Acre Healing Farm. I really, really look forward to this journey. I'm looking forward to you guys joining us on this journey. I'm looking forward to the growth that will be provided, and to all the opportunities. So until next time, thanks for joining. Peace.